The Orang Minyak, translating to oily man, is one of Malaysia's most notorious and chilling figures in folklore, its tale wrapped in darkness, horror, and fear. The Orang Minyak is a terrifying supernatural creature, a man who has made a sinister pact with dark forces, granting him supernatural abilities, but at a dreadful cost. His slippery, oil-covered form allows him to evade capture, slipping through the night as he stalks his prey. To avoid being seen, the man would cover himself in slick black oil, rendering him nearly impossible to catch, as his oily skin allowed him to slip away effortlessly. He prowls at night, seeking out victims to fulfill his dark pact, spreading terror wherever he goes. His appearance is said to be horrifying, an emaciated, human-like figure covered head to toe in shiny black oil, with eyes that glow faintly in the darkness. His oily skin glistens under the moonlight, and his movements are swift and predatory. The Orang Minyak is no ordinary criminal. His mastery of black magic grants him powers that strike fear into the hearts of his victims. In some versions of the tale, the Orang Minyak can scale walls and slip through the smallest of cracks, allowing him to enter homes undetected. His oily skin makes him incredibly difficult to grasp, slipping through the hands of those who attempt to stop him. His agility and strength are superhuman, enabling him to vanish into the night with frightening speed. But it is not just his physical prowess that makes him terrifying, it is the fear he sows. The mere mention of the Orang Minyak is enough to send shivers down the spines of villagers, especially young women. He is said to be attracted to beauty and youth, making him a predatory figure that haunts the nightmares of his potential victims. As he prowls the streets, his dark form blends into the shadows, almost invisible until it's too late. What makes the Orang Minyak truly frightening is the way he preys on the vulnerability of his victims. He strikes at night, often when his prey is asleep or defenseless. His attacks are swift, brutal, and deeply traumatic, leaving behind only fear and despair. In many stories, the Orang Minyak is not just a supernatural being, but a symbol of unchecked male violence and the violation of safety and trust in a community. The very concept of a man turned into a monster, driven by lust and power, strikes at the core of human fear. Fear of the unseen dangers that lurk in the dark, fear of being violated, fear of losing control. Women in villages where the Orang Minyak is said to roam are often warned to stay indoors at night, reinforcing the widespread terror this figure brings. To some, the Orang Minyak is not just a man, but a cursed creature. The black oil that coats his skin is symbolic of his pact with evil, a mark of the corruption that has overtaken his soul. He is cursed to roam the earth, trapped in a vicious cycle of hunting and fleeing, forever unable to escape his own fate. The more he kills, the more the curse consumes him, turning him into an even more grotesque version of himself. Even in modern Malaysia, stories of the Orang Minyak persist. Some claim to have spotted his dark, oily form slipping through alleyways or lurking in the shadows of villages and towns. While the legend may have evolved over time, it remains a potent reminder of the dangers of tampering with dark forces. The Orang Minyak remains one of Malaysia's most horrifying folklore figures, a monster born from human frailty, transformed into a nightmare that continues to haunt the shadows. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.